lovely people. I have bought and I have been using to try and treat my hands this paraffin wax bath. I've been using it for a good few weeks now. So I thought I would show you how it works, what it does, just kind of background information, a bit of a review of the product. A little bit of background information for you. I have psoriasis. I have several different types of psoriasis. I have a particular type in my nails and my nail beds. It's a category all of its own, and it means the skin gets super dehydrated. It builds up in great big clumps and then it splits. It's incredibly sore. When it's splitting, it's very painful. When it's building up to it and swelling, very itchy. There's nothing they can do. Manage it. Yeah, don't get stressed, don't get wet. Betnovate, which is a steroid cream, doesn't work. I've tried it. It's inherited. It's one of the autoimmune conditions I've got. It's an inherited thing. My mum had it. My mum had it body wide, thick, big crusts. I do get the body psoriasis. I get it. My feet crust up solid. I also get the nail psoriasis, and I get the type that's called pustule something. It looks like tiny little blisters. So I saw somebody using a paraffin bath as a treatment. My hands love paraffin wax. Savlon, they love Savlon. Anything with paraffin wax, lanolin, they love. And oats, they love oats too. The Aveeno oat stuff. Paraffin wax, great. She was using it as a deep moisturiser. So I thought I'll have a go. I had a rummage around on the internet to see what I could find. I bought this on Amazon. It was about £60. Just, you know, got to give these things a go. I'm doing quite well with it. Let me show me using it and how it goes from there. In your box, you get the actual paraffin bath and the power cord, and you get some wax in a pack to start you off. It comes in blocks, kind of like that. You get, this is my box, you get plastic gloves for your hands. You get ones for your feet, little booty type things. You can do your feet in this as well. I have never done that, but you could do. You get mitties, you put your gloves on, and then you put your mitts on. I need to alter them because they're far too big, but I suppose they're for your feet as well. And you get a thing. I use it as a stirrer. Flick the wax on. Good. That's what you get. I bought extra gloves on eBay. Struggled to get wax. Ended up on Temu. Very reasonable. 3 packs for, I don't know, 12 quid, something like that. That's what you get in your box. Plug it in on a nice flat surface, heat proof. It gets hot underneath here. You can set the temperature here and just go away and leave it. I find it takes ages. Honestly, I put it on and then I go and walk the dog. It takes ages, but gradually it all starts to dissolve. I leave the wax in here all the time. I don't take it in and out all the time. I just leave it in there and top it up when it needs it. So just go away and leave it until everything is melted. Lid on, help keep it warm. prepare yourself a nice cosy little corner with a lovely soft blanket, bit of television to watch. You can't do anything when you're doing this. Soft dog to talk to that's going to steal your blanket. You can't do anything while you're letting your hands soak, so make sure that's ready. Make sure everything is melted. You get the stirrer with it. I don't know if it's a stirrer or for other things. Make sure it's all melted. I don't do anything other than wash my hands to get them ready. I don't know if you can see. If you've got normal nail polish on, it will probably soak it off, simply because the wax will react with the nail polish, which is kind of that sort of base. So I don't often find this is a mixture of gel and acrylic. I haven't done them, I'll do them afterwards. Right, that looks good. I'll plug it. For a pair of plastic gloves and a pair of mittens, and then I'm going to sit and wrap them up as well. So we're going to see, are we hot? I just put the palm of my hand in. No, it's not hot. Wants to be around 50, 55. It's very much personal taste, as long as it's all melted so it'll stick to your hands, and you don't want to burn yourself, obviously. If you've got a thermometer, you can practice and see what you like best. But you just dip it in and take it out. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's so lovely and warm. One, and just do that 2 or 3 times. Oh, it's so lovely and warm. It holds the heat. I thought, when I first started using this, in my naivety, I thought it would get hard. But it doesn't. It doesn't get hard. Oh, that's so lovely when it's warm. Oh, that's just heaven. And then you've got to put your plastic gloves on. And I thought, well, how am I going to do that? Because it's going to stick to everything. It doesn't stick. I won't say it's not fiddly, but the wax doesn't get hard and cracky, so you can still wiggle your fingers around, and you can just get your gloves. You must put these on, because otherwise it comes off everywhere. I'm going to do this one. Oh. It's kind of heat, and then you take it out, and then this whole warmth wraps around your hand. Oh, it's lovely. 2 or 3 times, whatever you feel. I must admit, I could just leave it. To soak in the bath for hours. Oh, yeah, but you can't do that, dear. You can't do that. Oh, that's lovely. It's just me using this, so I don't worry if I've got cracks in my fingers. If I waited until my hands were healed, they would never be healed. But it's just me using it, so it's absolutely, I don't worry about it. I don't change the wax every single time. I don't throw the wax out. You put those on, and then you put your mitties on, and then you go and curl up cosy in the corner you've just prepared. And I'm going to have to work out how I'm going to do this now. Can we turn this off? Don't know how we're going to do this. Oh, this is hilarious. So you go away for half an hour. you cannot do anything, nothing works. Just sit and curl up in a nice warm blanket. And it's soft, you see how it stays soft? And it just, I tried to research what was the best way to keep this, to not keep it. There was no conclusive answer. Some said throw it away, some said you can reuse it. As it's only me doing this, I don't share this with anybody. And it's actually not easy to get this stuff. I reuse it. I just put it back and it melts in. And there we go. I don't know if you can see. Huge difference. They're oily now. They're oily. So I don't wash them or anything. I go and get some hand cream. I get some hand cream. I might put these back on because I can work with those. Soak them in hand cream. Soaky, soaky, soaky. They feel so much better. They absolutely feel so amazing. There we go. So that's how I use it. The effect usually can last about 3 hours before I feel them. When they're really, really bad, I can feel them drying out and shrinking again. Is it a cure? No. Is it a long-term solution? No. In the moment, it's lovely when you put your hands in and it's warm. All the pain, all the soreness, it all just goes away. And you sit there all cosy, wrapped up. You have to sit and do nothing. Yes, you could work, but you don't want to be squishing the paraffin around. You just want it to be doing what it does into your deep tissues. It does. It gets right down into the deep tissues. And as I say, the effect can last anything from 3 to 6 hours before I can feel it. I can feel it. The skin starting to move again. I do it twice a week simply because it's a time thing. You've got to wait for it to heat up. You've got to get it all. You've got to sit there. It's great, wonderful. I usually soak my hands in This Works Lavender Body hand care. I love This Works stuff. Put the plastic gloves back on. Put the cotton gloves over the top. And leave it like that again for half an hour. Just to get as much moisture as possible into my hands, much oil in it. So it does take me probably a couple of hours, start to finish, but you can do other things while the Ujimi Watsit's heating up. You don't have to stand there and look at it. I do it twice a week. To be honest, it's so gentle, you could do it every day. You really could do it every day. The wax doesn't stick to your hands in any way. It doesn't pull on your hands. It doesn't do anything to the cells. It just all falls off when you've finished with it. And it's so gentle. You could do it every day. So I love it. I really, really love it. I tried to do research before I bought it. Couldn't find a lot. Couldn't find a video. There was one video. Obviously there was the sales pitch video. There's one video that I found that she was talking about it. So it's not a huge expense. You're not going to do yourself any damage. It's only going to do good. So if you have that psoriasis or eczema, don't use it if you've got a very, very broken skin. I'm use it if I've got a few cracks, but if I had great open wounds I wouldn't use it. Just simply because the heat stings. The wax I found quite hard to get hold of. For some reason Amazon wouldn't sell it to me. I don't know why. It just said you can't have it. So I bought it on Temu. Very reasonable. There was no option. There was nowhere else to get it. Seems to be quite an obscure, perhaps it's old-fashioned, obscure branch of beauty salons. They had it in the beauty salon supplies type thing, but obviously I'm not a beauty consultant, so I don't have access to those websites. But I got 3 big blocks on Temu, and that should last a long time. Because I'm reusing it, I'll probably clear it out, I don't know, every month, 6 months or something. We'll see how it goes. It's only been a couple of months. I'll have to see how it goes. I'm not seeing any dirtying or muddying of the wax. And as I say, it's not pulling at the cells, so it's not actually putting anything into it, really. It's worth bearing in mind. Just information for you out there in the interest of sharing and what have you. I'll put you a link if you're interested. There's loads of different types. Why they call it intelligent, I don't know. Doesn't do anything intelligent. So I'll put you a link, show you what it's like. Consider it. Oh, excuse me. Consider adding it to your routine just for general self-care, maintenance, that kind of thing. See you soon.